So in the previous class we studied that living organisms show organization. Okay, so the major difference between the living and the non-living lies in the arrangement of atoms and molecules present in the elements. Okay, so the atoms and molecules in living organisms are arranged in such a way that they make them perform so many functions, okay, and to play so many metabolic activities. Okay, that is what is absent in the non-living. Fine, children. And now we'll study cell, the fundamental unit of life. Okay, what is the cell? The fundamental unit of life. Okay, cell, the fundamental unit of life. Okay, so already in 8th class you studied that cell is discovered by Robert Hooke in the year 1665. Okay, children. So the history of cell, the discovery of cell was started some 300 years ago. Okay, several scientists came forward and studied several things about the cell. Okay, with their own self-designed microscope. Understood? So cell was first discovered by the scientist named Robert Hooke. Okay, so cell was discovered by Robert Hooke, H-O-E-K. So Robert Hooke used to write H-O-E-K, and so from that time Robert Hooke in the year 1665. Okay, so cell was first discovered by the scientist named Robert Hooke in the year 1665 from the cork of a tree. Okay, so cork of the tree. What is this cork? Cork is nothing but bark. Okay, bark of the tree. Okay, and as bark is a dead tissue, he found nothing in the cell. It was empty room, and so he called cell the little room. Okay, the little room. So what is the meaning of cell in Latin? A little room. A little room. Understood, children? So cell was first discovered by scientist named Robert Hooke in the year 1665 by his own self-designed microscope from the cork of the tree. Cork is nothing but bark of the tree, and as the bark is the dead tissue of the tree, Robert Hooke found nothing in the cell, and he said that cell is empty hexagon in shape. Okay, in Latin cell means a little room. Okay, and then later another scientist named Anton van Leeuwenhoek. See, Hooke's spelling here is Hooke. Anton Leeuwenhoek. He discovered the existence of unicellular organism in freshwater pond in the year 1674. Okay, in the year 1674. Later, another scientist named Robert Hooke. Okay, so Robert Brown, named Robert Brown in the year 1831 said that every cell has a dark stained body which controls, organizes and directs the functions of the cell, and that is called as nucleus. Okay, so every cell has a nucleus, and it is the nucleus that directs the functions of the cell, and next that organizes the functions of the cell, and it also controls the functions of the cell. Now in the next class we are going to learn there are several parts present in the cell called organelles. Okay, the parts present in our body is called organs. Follow? Similarly, the parts present in the cell is called organelles, and all those organelles have specific function, and the functions of all those organelles are controlled by what is that? Nucleus. And this nucleus was discovered in the year 1831 by Robert Brown. Okay, then another scientist came, and that scientist's name was Schleiden. Okay, so Theodore Schleiden. Okay, and this Theodor Schleiden, he made a long study on plant tissue, and then he said that the plant tissues or the plants are also made up of cell, but they have a thicker covering called cell wall. Okay, so the cell consists of outer covering called plasma membrane, and on the plasma membrane there is cell wall. Okay, in the year 1838. Okay, so in the year 1838, he was born in 1804 and died in 1881. Okay, and in the year 1838, he discovered that the plant cells are surrounded by a thick covering called cell wall. Okay, next one, another scientist came and his name was Malthus Schwann. Okay, Schwann. And Schwann, he was born in 1810, expired in 1882. Okay, and in the year 1839, he discovered the animal tissue. Okay, so he made a long study on animal tissue, and he said that there is plasma membrane and cell wall is absent. Okay, so the cells have cell membrane, the cells have a nucleus, but cell wall is absent. Understood, children? So like this they studied about the cell. Followed. So plant cell was studied, animal cell was studied, existence of unicellular organisms, and Anton van Leeuwenhoek studied the existence of unicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms in freshwater pond organism. Okay, and later another scientist named Rudolf Virchow. Rudolf Virchow, in the year 1855, he observed the process of cell division, and he told that every cell exists from pre-existing cell. Okay, so already there is cell, and then that cell divides and new cells are formed. Okay, so Rudolf Virchow in the year 1855 said omnicellular acellular. Okay, this is one mark question, children. Omnicellular acellular. Okay, this he told in Latin, and this will be asked for 1 mark. What does omnicellular acellular mean? Okay, so omnis means all. Omnivorous, carnivorous, herbivorous, you might have studied. Omnis means all. All cells exist from pre-existing cell. Okay, so already there is a cell, and that cell goes division, it divides, number of times cell division is undergone, and then new cells are formed. Okay, and then studying about all these scientists, Schleiden and Schwann together put forward a cell theory. Okay, they put forward the cell theory, and they added 4 rules in the cell theory and called it as modern form of cell theory. Okay, modern form of cell theory. This is one of the most important questions, children. What are the rules or what are the statements in modern form of cell theory? Okay, so first one is living organisms are made up of cells and their products. Okay, all living organisms are made up of cells and their product. This is the first rule or first statement of modern form of cell theory put forward by Schleiden and Schwann. Okay, so Schleiden and Schwann together put forward a cell theory, and that was called as modern form of cell theory. Okay, and there are 4 rules in modern form of cell theory. That is, all living organisms are made up of cells and their product. Second one is all the cells exist from pre-existing cell. Okay, there is a cell, and that cell goes on dividing to form new cells. Okay, so cells are formed from pre-existing cells. Okay, and then all these scientists studied the chemical composition of the cell. Okay, and they observed the elements or the molecules or the elements whether present in the plants or animals does the same function. Okay, they observed DNA and RNA both in the plant tissue and the animal tissue. Okay, and they said that all the cells are made up of same chemicals and thereby show same metabolic activities. Okay, or they perform same metabolic activities. This was the third statement of modern form of cell theory. Okay, and then fourth one is very important, children. Function of the organism depends on the function and interaction of different cells in an organism. Okay, so all the organs all the organs interact with each other. These organs are made up of tissues are made up of cells. Okay, when they interact with each other, then only the function will be carried, and function of the organism depends on the structure and function carried of different cells and tissues. Okay, so these are the 4 rules of modern form of cell theory put forward by Schleiden and Schwann. Okay, children, and next one is they observed that all the cells, whether it is plants or animals, have plasma membrane. Okay, and in plants there is a cell wall present outside the plasma membrane. So presence of nucleus, presence of protoplasm. Protoplasm is a jelly fluid present in the living cell. Okay, and presence of plasma membrane is a characteristic feature of living organism. Okay, so all the cells have what is that, plasma membrane, they have protoplasm, and they also have nucleus. Okay, and then children, plasma membrane is the significance one. Okay, presence of plasma membrane shows the significance of life, followed and then I want to give you one small example, children. Virus. Nowadays there is coronavirus, isn't it? They say that there is no treatment for virus. There is no treatment for any viral disease. Okay, as there is no plasma membrane. Understood, children? And then if plasma membrane is present, then only it is told as living organism. Virus is a connecting link between the living and the non-living. As plasma membrane is absent in virus, it does not show any sign of life. Okay, this virus outside the body of the organism, okay, whether it is unicellular or multicellular, plants or animals, is like a salt crystal. Understood, children? It becomes active, or it is activated only after it enters certain life. Okay, so as plasma membrane is absent in virus is considered as the dead being. Okay, or it is a connecting link between the living and the non-living. In the next class we will be studying about prokaryotic eukaryotic cells. Okay, that is, prokaryotic cells have poorly defined nucleus due to the absence of nuclear membrane, whereas eukaryotic cells have well defined nucleus. Okay, so prokaryotic cells are the cells which has poorly defined nucleus due to the absence of nuclear membrane. Okay, such nucleus is called nucleoid. What it is called as? Nucleoid. Pro means before, karyotic, nucleus. Okay, so poorly defined nucleus is called as prokaryotes. Well defined nucleus is called eukaryotes. Okay, children, thank you.